Now, a high court in Namibia has struck down laws criminalizing sexual acts between men. Sex between women is not illegal in Namibia. The laws dated back to the 1920s when Namibia was administered by South Africa. In its ruling, the country's court said banning same-sex acts was unconstitutional.
The ruling has been celebrated by Namibia's LGBT community. For them, the decision marks the start of a new era. The case was brought by local activist Friedel Dauzab with the support of an NGO in London.
For me personally, it means that my life will never be a crime again. For the past 30 years, as a gay man, we've always been criminals on the run. Today, the court has declared this as unconstitutional.
The law criminalising sex between men dated back to the colonial era. It was rarely enforced, but it meant many gay men lived in fear of arrest. It also fuelled discrimination.
The LGBTQ community are in need of a beacon of hope because we are living in a climate of fear from state-sanctioned homophobia and hate speech.
The judgment may represent a victory for gay men and their allies, but some fear it could also cause a backlash. Lawmakers are already pushing for legislation outlawing gay and lesbian marriage, and large segments of Namibian society remain deeply conservative.
Being a Christians and the ruling is opposite, and in a country of Christianity countries is so disturbing because we have to think about the future of our children, how it's going to happen in futures to come.
Fortunately for the activists, the judges said even if a majority of Namibians held such views, this would not justify making sex between men a crime.
The bill passed by the upper house allows same-sex marriage partners to have the same rights as those between men and women. It's expected to come into effect by the end of the year after getting the King's approval. The legalization of same-sex marriage is one of the signature policies of the administration led by Prime Minister Seta Thavisin. Thai society has a reputation of being open to the LGBTQ community, but related legislation has not fully reflected that. Members of this community say they've suffered various disadvantages because of that. NHK World's Tamarin Detsupa has the story of how they're hopeful about the changes to come. 35-year-old Pisit Sirihikranchai is a policeman. As he works in a male-dominated workplace, he hid his gay identity for many years. Pisit met his partner Chanatip Sirihikranchai 6 years ago, and they have been living together. The two changed their name to the same surname to show they are not different from male-female couples.
Being with him, I have become 100% confident about who I am.
But when Pisit came out to his colleagues, they responded with harsh words.
Some people told me that I might hurt the image of the Thai police.
Pisit and Chanatip think the bill will help eliminate discrimination in society.
We want to be the first couple. We will submit our marriage registration as soon as the law is enforced.
I hope our love will be recognized. Then it will be complete.
67-year-old Pakotchakon Wongsupa and her partner, 72-year-old Gan Kut Mimun, are also looking forward to getting married.
I'm happy. We've been waiting 20 years for this law. It's a feeling beyond happiness.
The couple have been together for about 3 decades, but are concerned about issues such as medical care and social security. Pakotchakon had knee surgery a few years ago, and Gan has a chronic digestive disorder that requires frequent visits to the hospital. But as the two are not legally family members, they are unable to give consent if the other has to undergo an emergency operation. It is also difficult for them to inherit assets when either of them dies.
What do you do when your partner dies? Do you have the right to take their body? I learned from this sort of problem. is necessary to guarantee our rights as a partner.
สิทธิของการเป็นคู่ชีวิต
Last year, they renovated a house and opened a cafe. It's a safe place for LGBTQ people where they can share their stories.
A friend of mine lost her partner due to illness, but she wasn't able to sign any agreements for her partner's care at the hospital.
Pakotchakon and Gunn believe the legislation will be a step toward a society where younger generations don't have to worry about the issues they have gone through.
Gati! 逃したか。